where I can substantially contribute. Okay, it will still take me some time to get into the grooves as well as in this presentation. Only one of the thing is, whatever we had been organizing, planning it, it's going well. And remaining 2-3 lectures also we'll be able to. And I have also seen the activities for the next quarter. That I feel is much easier to conduct rather than the first day. But first also we have more or less finished. So I would request Professor to go ahead with that. And any critical point we can just tell that. Okay? Yeah. Please start. Vastudevan, your mic is not on.
Thank you, sir. I'll just start. Yes, so now it's fine?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Hello? Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So, good evening to all once again. Vastudevan, sir, I will just begin.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah, okay. So once again, good evening. Again, sorry, I'll just continue where I left in. So, management as well as our principal sir is very happy with the activities which is being going on. So we have a lot of activities. We can see that in quarter 1, department wise, it's been planned and it has been done wonderfully, as Professor sir also mentioned. So first of all, for that, thanks to all the coordinators for ensuring that you are taking these activities much seriously and conducting the events. So as far as quarter 1 is concerned, I believe we are almost getting into the groove and we are doing all the activities with regard to that. As I told you, we have to plan for quarter 2 activities also. So from IIC, we are taking some steps, and myself, Vastudevan sir, we are planning some to have some programs with regard to quarter 2, and it is also we have our Madam Putlibai Madam also planning in for the activities with relevant to IP. So we also have the activities and which has been planned for tomorrow also, and I believe I would also shared the programs for tomorrow. There are a lot of activities which will be conducted tomorrow. I could see nearly 4 activities till now. We could see 4 activities which has been planned. So out of which I have sent a personal request to all the HODs also, and I'm requesting all the members also to ensure that the students are attending these 2 activities. One is the National Education Policy, which is planned tomorrow from 2:30 to 4. So this is planned for these current second years and third years, and also the IP activity, that is the intellectual property program, which has been organized by our Dr. Putlibai Madam. So for that, request all the coordinators to kindly ensure that the final years are attending this, so that we have all the students attending these IAC programs, and it will be really useful for them. And as I'll just continue that quarter 2 activities which I told is also still available. So please, all of you, kindly, as you can see on the screen, please kindly ensure that these activities are also taken into consideration, and we start working on this. So the activities relevant to this, definitely you can take these also as an activity, and you can conduct programs relevant to that, these activities. So we have still some more time also left, so we can definitely do it, and we'll ensure that these activities are continuously happening in the college throughout the week, and daily, if it could be planned in such a way that one program, if it is conducted in a day, it will be really fine. But if not, otherwise also nothing wrong in having parallel activities also. So please ensure that the activities are going on, and it's really good that it's happening. But still, we can still try to increase the frequency and ensure that all the activities are being done accordingly. So this is the first thing which I wanted to probably share with regard to IIC. And also I have also shared a mail today with regard to the IIC programs which has been planned. That is, they have shared it in YouTube already. So there have been a lot of programs which has been already conducted. Many of you would be knowing that the IIC sessions which were conducted, now it is all available in YouTube. So if anybody is having any doubts with regard to innovation, entrepreneurship, or startup, or anything with regard to the process, which innovation ambassadors would be probably more knowing about that, the various aspects with regard to business plan preparation, or any kind of approaches which has been which is specifically done. For example, the double diamond approach, all those things, there are specific videos which are available, which you can always go through, and you can understand the the main aspects with regard to that, and probably it can be shared to the students also. And in that, they have also mentioned with regard to an NPTEL course also on process of patent creation. So that also I request all the members to kindly register in that NPTEL course. It's an 8-week course. Definitely that certificate will be really helpful for all. So NPTEL is going to conduct in the month of January 2021. So you can probably register for that NPTEL course. That will be really useful. So these two things will be really helpful for the faculty. So please ensure that all of you kindly see to that mail which I have shared today morning. That will be really helpful for all. And the main crux of this program, this meeting is to mainly convene the importance of this ARIIA submission. So we have the ARIIA submission which is coming due, and we are also very happy to inform the gathering that we have actually planned for a meeting earlier, and also we have planned for an coordinator specifically for ARIIA submission. So with all your permissions, I'll just welcome Shantakumari madam from EC department. So hearty welcome madam to the IIC group.
Thank you, sir.
To take over the IIC coordination. So madam has actually gone through the the ARIIA activities. So you have seen the various submission items with regard to ARIIA. So madam will be coordinating the aspects with regard to ARIIA. So with the discussions what we had with madam and with professors both Vaidyanathan sir and Vasudevan sir, I'll just share the contents, the main crux of the ARIIA submission, so that all of you get the feel, because we will not be in a position to give a total description of all now in this probably in this period of time. We will be doing it in the due course. So today, probably in this few that is this 15 to 20 minutes, I'll just take not much more of that, and I'll ensure that what are the main activities with regard to this ARIIA submission. Probably we'll just share it, and then it will give you some kind of an insight to prepare for this, and ensure that the activities which is required for ARIIA submission also goes in parallel with IAC regular activities. So that is the main thing. So I'll just share this. Madam, yes, madam. Is there anything, madam?
No, sir. No, sir. I didn't.
Okay. I'll just share first the PDF file, so that then probably we'll go to the Excel file. Probably just is the screen visible for all, or should I just
nice visible? Well,
Yes,
sir, visible.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just run through this. This is the ARIIA submission guidelines which they have given in the ARIIA portal. So I will probably see whether I could condense this to one. Yeah. Now this is fine. All of you can see this. So these are the various broad classifications and the marks split up for the ARIIA submission, which comes down to 100 marks. So it is with regard to the various serial numbers. So serial numbers goes by the various activities which has to be done. So it starts from the activities which has done from the institution level, at the institution level. So that's what is the criteria. We call it as, we can even call it as criteria also, but they have mentioned as serial. So we as we all are in the verge of NAC and NPA, we can put as criteria also for this ARIIA. So criteria 1 mainly deals with the activities which has been conducted, and criteria 2 would be more relevant to the programs which you have done. So activities will be more with regard to the co-curricular activities which we have been doing with regard to IIC, and they are more specific this time, that it should be more with relevant to innovation, entrepreneurship or startup. So programs related to that will be more welcomed by IIC for ARIIA submission, and criteria 2 will be more with relevant to the programs which you are conducting, not the activities, the programs which you are doing, something with relevant to like an entrepreneurship program or any kind of FDP or any kind of specific entrepreneurship related activities. So academic programs which we are conducting. So that comes under criteria 2. And the criteria 3 would be more with relevant to the facilities and infrastructure which has been created. So it could be the incubation facilities, the various lab facilities which is created for the innovation. So all those things will be a part of criteria 3. Criteria 4 will be how with the help of the facilities we are able to generate the innovations and ideas. So and what kind of recognitions have been received, that will come under criteria 4. And criteria 5 would be more with relevant to the ventures which has been started in the institution from with the help of the facilities as well as from the innovations which has been created. So that is will be in criteria 5. So if you can see here, criteria 3, 4 and 5, they actually have a much higher weightage compared to criteria 1 and 2, because criteria 1 and 2 normally every institution will try to do it, but criteria 3, 4, 5 requires some kind of an dedicated work. So that is a big task for us. And criteria 6 is another big challenge for us, because it has to be discussed and it has to be dealt appropriately, because it deals with the angel investors and the funding agencies which are supporting us. So that as well as the collaboration activities which you have created with industries and other innovation, especially with relevant to innovation and entrepreneurship. So those two items are again going to be very crucial, very much crucial for us, because we have to discuss and we have to do it. So criteria 6 is again going to be an important challenge for all of us, because I'll be more interested in giving you informing you the challenges which is ahead of us, because criteria, as I told you, criteria 1 and 2 will not be that much of big problem for us to enter, but 3, 4, 5 would be of some difficulty, whereas 6 needs to be addressed and has to be taken appropriately. 7, I believe, is more of intellectual property generation, commercialization. So each and everything has equivalent weightage, and that is going to get the maximum weightage, the IP generation and commercialization. So that also requires more dedication. And finally, the budget which has been allocated, for these kind of activities will carry another weightage, and the revenue which has been generated from the activities which you are doing will carry the next criteria, that is criteria 8. That is more of the financial aspect, that is the budget which has been allocated and the revenue which has been generated. So these two things will come under criteria 8. And finally comes the participation of the education institutions towards the initiatives which has been taken care of the Ministry of Education. So Ministry of Education, what all activities that have been done, how much we have participated, and we have taken the steps with regard to that. So this is totally going to be the 100 marks split up for the ARIIA submission. So this is again, they have as been done regularly, and many of the members will be knowing about it. They have again shared Excel file for this, which again we'll be sharing it across the department. So we'll again create a drive for this to ensure that all the activities which is relevant to this are being entered in this. And this is with regard to the activities which we have done for the year 1920. I hope all of you would be clear with that, because we are not talking about 2021, we are talking about 1920 activities which we have to enter in this. So here we again have some difficulties, because many of the activities post-COVID, that is the COVID situation, we will not be having that much of activities which has been done, but still we have little bit of time for us to ensure that the activities which has been done already been aligned in this aspect, and then it is submitted accordingly. So we'll be sharing this, and if anybody is having any doubt, you can always contact myself or Madam Shantakumari Madam. She's also there, and we have our coordinators also, Vasudevan sir, and Professor sir is also there to support us. So with all the support, definitely we can do this. It's not going to be that much difficult, but still we have to ensure that everything comes out properly, because already we have done a lot of work to ensure that we have in the band of 6 to 25. We have done really tremendous work to come to this level. So sustaining at this level and also for improving to the next level requires some amount of work just to be done. And I request all the members to kindly ensure that from now onwards, all these kind of the activities are being taken care and it has been done regularly, so that we need not again do the same work for the next year. So it has to be done regularly. So that also please ensure that these kind of activities are being done regularly at the department level. So I'll just probably run through this. If there is anything, please kindly interrupt me, or if there are any discussions, we can also have it. I'll just move section by section if it is fine for all. Sir, Vasudevan sir, I'll just move it section by section so that people will have a clarity.
It is very important to note one important feature.
Sir, your voice is a little bit slow, not louder. Probably I am not getting the clarity. Sir? Sir, Vaidyan sir? Yes, sir?
Vasudevan, can you speak once again? I think now you are better.
My voice is not. Oh, somewhere I lost.
Professor, your voice is clear. Vasudevan was not clear.
Okay, okay. Vasudevan sir?
Now it's okay.
There, sir?
Now it's okay. Now it's okay. Huh?
Okay. Sir, still. Sir, your voice is not coming, sir.
Maybe some network issue, sir. No problem, sir. Please proceed, sir.
Okay, okay. I'll just proceed. Okay, I'll just proceed. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. I'll just run through. I'll just go through this quickly. So as I told you, this is the Excel file which has been shared. If it's not, size is not probably visible, I'll just increase the size so that it will be clear for all of you. So as I told you, section 1 is going to be more with relevant to the activities which we are conducting. 1 minute. Yeah. So you can see here probably this is more with relevant to the co-curricular activities relevant to innovation, IPR and entrepreneurship conducted by the HEIs. So it is more with relevant to the activities which we have conducted relevant to this. So it could be any of the options which we can plan. And here they have given some of the ideas which you can use it for as an example for entering the details. So it could be an institute lead or student lead activity, state level, national level, international level, and so it has some of the details like when is the activity, what is the number of participants, number of external, number of internal participants. So what is the amount which has been spent, and any awards, recognitions. So all those things will be given here. So this is more with relevant to the activities which we are conducting. So that's what is the section 1.1 actually states, or section the first section, that is section 1 or criteria 1. Then we have criteria 1, again another activity which is more with relevant to the external agencies. So one is conducting of the activities by the institute. Next one is conducting of the activities by external agencies in our institute. So if there are going to be any external people who have conducted specifically for our college, those things can be entered here. So 1 and 2 almost are going to be somewhat on the same lines only. Only thing is that 1.1 will be more with relevant to the activities conducted by the institution. So it could be for other institutions also or within the institute also. Whereas section 1.2 will be more with relevant to the other institutions which are conducted the events for our institution. It could be the external agencies like private companies or industries, or it could be any activity which has been conducted. So those things will come under section 1.2. So the same activities, the same thing will be followed, the details. So section 2.1 again covers the programs, especially with regard to the certificate courses. So certificate courses which we have done with regard to the innovation, IPR and entrepreneurship development. So it could be any kind of EAC camps or any kind of innovation activity or any kind of short-term course which you have done. So all those things comes here. So we have to ensure that these kind of courses are taken into account. So how much ever possible, you try to find out from the department some kind of activities with relevant to IPR, entrepreneurship, startup is taken, and this is going to be as continual activity. So we can also plan and we can discuss some kind of activities with regard to this also. If anybody is having some idea, please kindly share it. And section 2.2 will be more with that is 2.1 and 2.2. 2.2 would be more with relevant to, as I told you, the management development program, FDPs, EDPs. This has been conducted. So also we'll be getting our details from MBA department also. So apart from that, if in the department level any kind of activities with this specifically conducted with relevant to innovation entrepreneurship, it can be entered in this probably in this criteria or in this section. And section 2.3 would be more of the full-time courses. So faculty, anybody is having any kind of full-time degree programs like a diploma program or any kind of programs or any short-term certificates which are available. So that's why I told you this NPTEL course or program will be really helpful. So those things can be included here. And we have also asked whether that 17 sessions which we have attended, whether that can be included. So we'll just find out that also. Many of you would have attended the 17 sessions also. We'll just see whether that can be also included in this part, or it could be more of the program which has been done at the institution level. So any kind of activity with relevant to innovation entrepreneurship, you can probably include in this. And section 3.1. So section 1 and 2 would be, as I told you, more with relevant to the activities and the teaching learning. Section 3.1 will be with relevant to the club activities. So probably the club activities, the people who are probably here, you can probably think about the activities which have been done through this club, and the programs as well as the various aspects with regard to club activities can be included here as a part of this section. This will be section 3.1. And section 3.2 again is split into two. So one is going to be with regard to the facilities which is available in our institution with regard to the tinkering lab or IEDC or EDC, innovation center, startup cell, all those things. So these are the details which will be required, and we have to address this. Again, each and everything goes from at least 15 to 20 columns. So it requires a lot of dedication from each and everyone to ensure that these kind of details are added. And we have to ensure that all these things have to be included in the portal. That is more important. Portal, we have to add all these things. So this will be actually a repository for us. So from this we can create the real data, and we have to enter it in the portal. And similarly, 3.2b, that is the 3.2b will be again with relevant to the facility which is available, but this is more with relevant to the MOUs and the center of excellence which is created for especially with regard to innovations. So that is going to be section 3.2b. So 3.2a covers the regular cells, and 3.2b will be with regard to the center of excellence or MOUs which we have signed, and through which we are starting the innovation and entrepreneurial activities. So this will cover section 3. So next section 3.2c. Section 3.2c will be more with relevant to the incubation units. So incubation units, again they are asking. So incubation units with regard to innovation and startup, we have section 3.2c. So you can see here how many sections they have created. Section 3.2d would be more of the parks, technology parks, or the technology big level centers which we have created in relevant to innovation. So this is going to be section 3.2d. So section 3 is totally the facilities. Section 3.2 will be more of the facilities. One is the IEDC. Next one is going to be the incubation centers, the innovation technology parks. So all those things will be covering in the section 3.2 criteria. Then 3.2e also we have here technology transfer center. So technology transfer center also is going to be another aspect. So this is going to be the last part of section 3.2, which is going to be the major things with regard to the facilities. And section 3.3 will be with regard to the faculty playing an important role in entrepreneurship. So this is again going to be the mentoring which has been done. So if anybody has done any mentoring with regard to innovation, IPR and startup, all those details can be included here. So any kind of areas which has been done. So this is going to be another aspect. So here actually another biggest problem will be here is this is going to come with a SIN number. So the SIN number is required here. So they are putting everywhere an important aspect wherein we require to ensure that we are into the startup or having a startup as an activity regularly in our institution. So this again requires another addition wherein we have to include the SIN number also. So we have to see how to address this. Then section 3 to 33B, 33 again, 33 will be again split into many categories. So section 33B will be again any external mentoring has been done. So one is going to be ourselves doing the mentors, or there are any external experts who are joined us with us in ensuring that the activities with regard to innovation and startup is carried out continuously. So this is section 33. Section 4 would be more of the ideas or prototypes or innovations which are generated. So the ideas or the concepts or this one has been generated. So these things would be covered in section 4. Again, this goes to many columns. So this again requires a lot of aspects. So you can see here at which level also they are asking. So either it is in TR0 level or TR1 level, TR2 level, 3 level, 4 level. So all those things are given here. So you can see here that is this actually has an important value in with regard to the ARIIA submission. So section 6 and above is going to be the minimum requirement as far as ARIIA is concerned. So we have to ensure that at least the innovation or the ideas will be in a kind of prototype, or it could be in the form of a small product. So the projects which has been developed also should be of this nature. So definitely the coordinators, the members, all of you, please kindly at least at this point of time, please inform our final year students that the students take up these kind of projects and ensure that the projects are not left as projects, they are made into viable products or some kind of a prototype. Then only we can ensure that these kind of things can be done and it can be entered without any problem. So here we have to ensure that we are going to bring out some kind of details, but if it has been done regularly, then there won't be any problem. So section 4 will be with relevant to this. Then section 5 would be more with relevant to the ventures and startups. So again, this requires some kind of addressing. So we have to discuss with our management and we have to find out what kind of ventures and startups. But please, I request all again to ensure that some kind of ventures or startups are coming out at the department level. So please find out from your alumni students or with our current students itself, if anybody is interested in this startups or small kind of ventures, we will definitely be helpful in or using them, or it will be really helpful for the institution also, and we will be more happy to guide them also and ensure that they are mentored in a proper way. So section 5 would be more of the venture capitals and the other aspects with regard to the startups which has been started in the institute level. So with the help of the facilities we have started, this covers section 5. Then there is no section 6, probably section 6 they have not mentioned it here, that probably they will take it out and they will do it. Section 7 would be next with regard to the agencies which are collaborating with us. So external agencies and the agencies which we have created some kind of an MOU. So what the agencies we are having, what kind of MOUs we are signed with them, and activities which are done with regard to that will be covered in section 7. Section 8 will be the IP, as I told you, IP generation. So what is the IP which has been created, on what are the whether it has been commercialized or not, and what is the status of the IP. So all those things has to be given in this section. So this is again carrying much weightage with regard to the ARIIA submission. And again, section 8.3 will be more with regard to the patents which has been filed. So this, I believe, we have from madam that many patents have been filed for the past few months. So we'll ensure that this part is taken care, and we have to enter the patents which has been filed and what is the status of the patent also. We have to enter here. And section 8.5 will be the patents filed by the innovators. So those who have created the startups specifically here, what are the IPs which has been filed through these startups or through these innovators, that has to be included in this section. So again, 8 is again going to be a vast section wherein it's going to carry much more weightage. So it's again split into various parts. So 3 being the general patterns, 5 is going to be more with regard to the innovators and the startups which has been created and the patterns which has been registered through them. And IP, that is the IP licensing or commercialization, will come under the last section, which is going to be 8.6. So 8.6 will be covering the commercialization which has been done, the license number which has been created. So all those things will come under section 8.6. So the IP commercialization and the transfer published and granted for this innovation activities will come under the section 8.6. And finally will be the general thing, which is going to be whether we have created all these things. So we have to ensure that all these things are been documented and been submitted. So whether we have adopted the policies, whether we have established IIC, whether we have trained innovation ambassadors, so whether we have participated in Smart India Hackathon. So see here, so all these things is going to be now going to be a regular part. So we cannot say that we have done everything and we are not gone according to the activities which has been done. So now ARIIA ranking is going to be one of the major criteria for even funding for by AICTE. So minimum ARIIA ranking is required. So all those things is going to go into the regular activities. So we should ensure that the activities or the aspects which has been mentioned in ARIIA, we are following it regularly, and we are ensuring that we can ensure that these kind of things, once it is done regularly, it will be really helpful for the institution as well as for the department as well as for the individual also. So probably I will just stop presenting. So these are things which I wanted to probably discuss. So if there is anything, we'll probably share, and probably we'll otherwise we'll wind up, because it's again 7:15 now. So not taking much of your time. We'll be sharing these details anyway. And madam, I hope, is there anything to add upon, Shantakumari madam?
I don't think so. I don't think so, sir. Everything is being covered, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Okay,
So if there is
sir.
any doubts, please kindly ensure that you are Sir, your voice is again breaking, sir. Vasudevan sir, your voice is breaking. Probably, I think your net connection is not that much clear. Somewhere it is breaking. Yes, sir. Sir, is it clear? Fine, sir. No, sir, your voice is not clear, sir. Vaidyan sir, is there
It's Vasu's voice is not clear. Otherwise, it's okay. There's only one thing I just wanted to ask.
okay?
I think there is echo here also.
Yeah.
This,
Can you put on mute, sir? Because that echo is coming out. Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah,
Please.
echo is, yeah. Now, my speaking is clear now, Professor?
Yes, sir. Fine, sir. Perfect.
Okay. I only wanted to ask one thing. Whatever you have presented on ARIIA, is that portal accessible without any disturbance? Because the first time I am seeing it in detail. I would like to get into that and understand it better. Is it accessible to everyone?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. We'll
Okay.
ensure, sir. I will ensure that it has been accessed by all.
Sometime tomorrow I would like to have a look.
Definitely, sir. Because we have not still.
There is the confidence. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm not
That's only
still
one
shared
thing I
with
had.
anybody. So I just
Yeah.
thought we'll just first give them the glimpse of what is actually required. Then we'll probably share
Yes.
it, so that just by sharing it, definitely they will not be in a position to probably understand. So that's why I wanted to give some small tips. Even still, we have to sit and we have to discuss across, and we have to do some brainstorming, and then finally finalize it. So it requires a lot of support from you, sir. From your guidance is actually required in many aspects. So definitely we'll be sitting across and we'll discuss and we'll finalize it. But at least for the members, they should be knowing about the importance of ARIIA and other things. That's why I want to probably share this session and inform them. And they have actually mentioned, they have also told that February 15th would be the last date for submission. That is 2021, February 15th. But we hope that still there might be in some extension, because many institutes again they have requested for it also. We'll just see how best we can take up all these things, and we'll accumulate the details, and then we'll see how best we can enter it into the portal. So
This 15th February, is it
Yes,
for
sir.
ARIIA last date, or it is for entire that quarter 1, quarter 2?
No, that is
together?
different. That is different. This is only for ARIIA they have given. ARIIA 2021 submission would be February 15th, 2021.
Oh,
That's what they have
fine.
given. They have mentioned. Probably there could be also some extension, but we are not. We need not worry about that. We'll see. We'll see that how best we can get the details before that, and we'll keep at least maximum the details ready, so that we are not falling from the time.
2 months are there. So,
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. So if there is no other doubts, then probably definitely we will be sharing this, sir. We'll be sharing this in probably 1 or 2 days. We'll be sharing this. So I request all of you to kindly ensure that the details have been shared or discussed in the department level also, and you come out with your own plan and other the activities or whatever details you have. You can discuss with myself or Shantakumari Madam or with Professor Sir or with Vasudevan Sir. We are all there. We are all there in IEDC. So please ensure that we are visiting IEDC regularly, and then keeping that IEDC still also active. And we'll also be more happy to have you there in IEDC also. So thank you all. Sir, if it is fine, then we'll wind up, sir.
sure. Anything from others?
Okay, fine, sir. Madam, so we'll close this session.
Sir, only one doubt, sir, I have.
Sure, madam. Please, madam.
The proof, like any certificates that need to be filed, file works, what I have to do regarding this? Because we'll be entering the details into data into accordingly we need for that. So,
Yes, madam. Definitely. Whatever details we have entered, it requires the proof also, because they might be asking for certain aspects of the proof also. So if it is going to be any kind of activity done, then it requires probably the invitation, the report and certificates. Just an example I'm just saying. If it is going to be some kind of patent, then the details of the patent, whether the patent, the status, the certificates. So everything is going to be added. So definitely the details what we are submitting requires the backup of the files also.
okay. So because most of the thing we need some to be given, sir. That's why I'm asking. Financial, that thing, the accounts, like how
Financial aspects you have to check, madam. We'll check up with that, madam. For the first few criteria, I don't think there will be problem. When it comes to financial aspects, yes, again we can discuss that.
because for activity conducted in one among the smaller financial amount is being utilized for that. That is being maintained. So for every activity, that also needs to be included. Like probable amount to report for that we have to look upon.
Okay, madam. We'll discuss, madam. We'll discuss. Sure. Sir, we'll wind up here. Sirs, again, voice is not clear. Okay, no problem. Anyway, thank you all for joining.
This is audible now, sir?
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah, it's good audible. Yeah.
Okay, sir. It's a very excellent session. It's very clear. But one thing I want to mention here, if we start to collect the information with a war footing way, then only it is possible for us to retain itself. So it is very, very important. Not only the members, the entire department has to help in all the way to submit those information to the department coordinators. So all department coordinators, please ensure that you are collecting the information in a correct time. If there is any difficulty in collecting the information from your department, please contact us. We will tell you in the way in which this can be collected. We may share some Google Docs. In that, you may try to deposit, or that means ensure to file all those documents in that. And then madam asked one question: do we need to retain the certificates? Yes, it must be maintained. That is sure, sir.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Definitely, sir. Because we need the backup. Backups are
Yes, sir.
required because there will be some kind of checking also will be done at some criteria level. So they'll be doing a sampling definitely from the ARIIA team. So we have to ensure that the details are available with us for what and all details we have given as the main aspects in the submission. So definitely that is required. So all of us will ensure that we'll do it with wholeheartedly, and we can definitely achieve it. It's not something that's not achievable, but if we, as sir told, if we plan accordingly, then definitely we can do it. That's what we are telling. So we'll plan and then we'll do it, and we'll achieve it. So thank you all for joining. So thank you, Professor sir. Thank you, Vasudevan sir. Thank you all IEC members. Thank you, madam, sir, all of you for sparing your time. Sorry for again, apologies for again taking your time off in the evening also. So we'll ensure that again this is not happening that much. We'll have it in the daytime itself. So, so thank you once again. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the input.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Thank
night.
you,
Thank
sir.
you, madam. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.